God says, "My beloved child, listen closely, for I speak not in riddles but in clarity to those who carry the weight of confusion and fear in their hearts." You have been surrounded by whispers, by movements in the dark, by plots that were woven in secret against you. But I, the Lord your God, have seen every shadow, every hidden hand, every false tongue that tried to rise against the purpose I placed within you. You have not been abandoned. You have not been overlooked. Every plan that has been drawn against you is already doomed to fall before it even begins. They thought they were building a trap that would hold you, but they built it upon sand, and I have already commanded the wind to rise. The ground beneath their schemes is trembling, for I have spoken judgment over it. Their alliances are cracking, their strength is fading, their intentions are being exposed before their own eyes. My child, do not forward their fear, do not carry their lies, do not share the poison of their words. For what I have already declared defeated cannot be revived by the voices of mortals. You must understand, I do not fight as man fights. I do not wrestle in the dust or plead for justice. I speak, and justice awakens. I breathe, and truth begins to burn through the falsehood. The plot that was written to bury you has been rewritten in my hand, and every line now serves as a testimony of your deliverance. They cannot complete what I have already unmade. They cannot finish what I never permitted. There are moments when you feel the weight of their intentions pressing upon your spirit, but remember, my child, pressure reveals power. And the pressure they bring is only unlocking what I placed within you. The more they press, the more your purpose expands. The more they gather, the more their confusion multiplies. They do not realize that every move against you pushes you closer to the center of my will. What they meant for harm, I am already transforming into divine positioning. Do not forward their panic. Do not echo their despair. Do not participate in the spreading of fear. For every message rooted in darkness dies in the light. When you refuse to share it, you break the chain of its influence. When you silence the rumor, you silence the spirit behind it. You are not a carrier of fear, you are a vessel of faith. I did not anoint you to repeat the enemy's report, I anointed you to declare my victory. The enemy is desperate now. He is running out of strategies. He has played his hand, and even his deception has grown weary. He tried to disguise fear as wisdom, confusion as revelation, chaos as progress. But I am exposing the false light that hides behind the noise. My spirit is cutting through the storm like a sword, and every false voice that rose against you will be silenced by the truth of what I am doing in secret. Child, I have hidden you in the folds of my purpose. I have placed you in a season where you are unseen by those who wish to harm you, yet fully visible to the angels I assigned to guard you. You may not understand why I removed certain people, why doors closed, why opportunities shifted, but I tell you now, those things were never meant to stay. The plot against you depended on your proximity to the wrong ones. By removing you, I disarmed their plans. Do not forward the disappointment. Do not forward the hurt. Let it end with you. You are not a messenger of pain, you are a bearer of promise. I am training you to recognize the difference between what deserves to move through you and what must stop at your feet. Every time you choose silence in the face of accusation, you participate in heaven's justice. For silence, when led by me, is not weakness, it is warfare. I know how it feels to be surrounded by misunderstanding. I know what it means to be falsely accused, to have your intentions twisted. But remember, I too was betrayed by those I fed, denied by those I loved, abandoned by those I blessed, and yet, I rose. The plot against me was ancient, the betrayal was deep, the suffering was real, but it was all part of a doomed plan. For how can darkness triumph over the light of the world? And now, my beloved, the same power that raised me from death is defending you even now. You must stop rehearsing the pain. Stop forwarding the past. Every time you repeat it, you reopen a wound I already healed. The enemy wants you to spread the memory of what was meant to destroy you, but I want you to spread the testimony of how you overcame. Speak not of the fall, but of the rising. Speak not of the betrayal, but of the restoration. Speak not of the loss, but of the promise that followed. The plot is doomed, not because of your strength, but because of mine. They cannot fight what they cannot comprehend. They see only the outer layer of your life, but they do not see the fire I placed inside. That fire is eternal. That fire cannot be extinguished by rumors, or fear, or envy, or spiritual manipulation. Every word spoken against you in secret will return to its sender multiplied in conviction. Every false witness will face their own reflection and tremble. My justice is not delayed, it is strategic. I am allowing their pride to grow tall, so that when it falls, the lesson will echo far beyond your life. Those who mocked you will learn reverence. Those who plotted will learn surrender. Those who thought they could write your end will live to see your new beginning. You will not need to prove your innocence, I will do it for you in public. And when I do, no one will be able to deny that I was with you all along. Do not forward the gossip. Let the storm die in your silence. Let the lies find no voice in your lips. Every time you choose peace over reaction, you participate in my divine reversal. You think it is small, but it is mighty. For when you refuse to speak their language, you strip them of their influence. I am not asking you to ignore what happened, I am asking you to rise above it. Rise higher than their understanding. Rise beyond the reach of their bitterness. Rise to the place where only faith breathes. There, you will see that the plot was not a prison, it was a passage. It was the bridge that led you from where you were to where I destined you to be. You must stop asking why they did it and start thanking me for how I'm using it. Every delay was divine. Every setback was strategy. Every silence was sacred. I was not absent in your confusion, I was orchestrating redemption through it. Do not forward the anxiety. Do not spread the what-ifs. The future is not fragile in my hands. You are not standing on uncertainty, you are standing on a promise. And that promise does not depend on the mood of men. It depends on the faithfulness of a God who never changes. You have seen the enemy move, but soon you will see me move. And when I move, it is final. No reversal, no loophole, no escape for those who planned your fall. They will see that every trap they dug became their own pit. They will watch the plan they birthed crumble in their hands. And while they question, you will flourish. The night is not endless, child. It only feels long because the dawn is near. You are in the final moments before breakthrough, and darkness always fights hardest before it loses. That is why confusion has been rising. That is why attacks feel heavier. That is why your heart feels weary. But remember, heaviness is the sign that something holy is about to emerge. Do not forward the fatigue, forward your faith. When you declare my word instead of your worry, heaven responds. When you speak life where death has been expected, you summon miracles. You are not repeating empty words, you are releasing divine decrees. For I have placed authority in your tongue. And every time you use it to bless rather than curse, you build walls of protection around your destiny. The enemy hates silent strength. He thrives on reaction, on panic, on sharing. He needs noise to survive. So when you choose peace, you starve him. When you choose to let me speak for you, you crush his influence. You are not losing by being still, you are winning by being grounded in me. I am surrounding you with favor. I am raising defenders you haven't met yet. I am moving pieces on the board you cannot see. Every unseen act of grace is preparing your public restoration. When the time comes, you won't need to fight for recognition. The same ones who ignored you will be commanded to honor you. Do not forward revenge. Let me handle vengeance. I am the author of time, and every second that passes is working in your favor. The longer they mock, the louder your testimony will be. The deeper they dig, the higher you will rise. You do not need to prove your worth, my glory upon you will do that effortlessly. You are stepping into a season where exposure meets elevation. The same light that reveals their deceit will reveal your calling. The same truth that convicts them will confirm you. You will not just survive this, you will transcend it. What tried to bury you will become the soil from which your promise grows. Do not forward the bitterness. Do not forward the anger. It does not belong in the heart of one I am refining for greatness. The world may crave revenge, but I have called you to resurrection. Let the ashes remain behind, your crown awaits ahead, and when the time comes, you will look back and realize that nothing was wasted. Every tear watered your destiny. Every loss refined your faith. Every betrayal introduced you to a deeper version of me. The plot was doomed from the start, not because of human failure, but because of divine design. I let them begin it only so you could witness its end. And when it ends, it will not end quietly. It will end with clarity, with restoration, with joy. So, my beloved, when they send you fear, do not forward it. When they offer you doubt, do not share it. When they spread confusion, do not echo it. For the only message worth spreading is this, that God still reigns, that His child still stands, and that no weapon formed against His promise shall prosper. The enemy's message dies here. Your story continues. God says, "My child, do you know why the enemy works in whispers? Because truth is too strong for his voice. He hides in gossip because he cannot stand in glory. He wraps lies in half-truths, hoping that the weak-hearted will carry them for him. But not you. I have trained your spirit to discern what does not belong. You will feel it when words are sent to wound you. Your soul will reject them like poison. That resistance within you is not pride, it is protection. My spirit guards your peace like a shield, and no rumor can pass through what I have sealed with my presence. The reason I told you not to forward what they send is because what they send carries the breath of confusion. When you open your heart to it, it begins to echo. But when you stop it, when you choose to delete the darkness before it travels further, you become a wall between heaven and hell. You become the interruption that ends the chain of destruction. Do not underestimate the power of restraint, my child. When you refuse to forward their falsehoods, you disarm an entire army of accusation. They will say you are silent because you are guilty, but I say you are silent because you are wise. The guilty need noise to hide, the innocent stand in stillness. I am defending you in ways your mind cannot calculate. Even now, I am turning their conversations into confusion. They gather to discuss you, but I have sown disagreement among them. Their unity is crumbling from within. For they built their agreement on deceit, and I am truth, and truth always invades lies until they collapse. The plot is already breaking. What they planted in darkness is being unearthed by light. They think they still hold power, but they are trembling, though they do not yet understand why. My angels have entered their camp, and their confidence is fading. Their weapons are rusting in their own hands. Their words, which once struck fear, now return to sting them. Every message of harm sent toward you is being intercepted by my hand. You wonder why I did not warn you earlier, why I allowed certain people to stay close for so long. But I tell you, I allowed it because exposure is not complete without evidence. If I had removed them too soon, you would not have seen the truth. But now, you have seen. And because you have seen, you will never fall into the same trap again. Experience has given you wisdom. Pain has given you vision. And revelation has given you strength. Do not forward their confusion. Do not repeat what you now understand was never from me. I am teaching you how to guard your gates, your ears, your eyes, your mouth. Every gate you close to darkness becomes an entrance I can fill with light. I will give you new words to speak, words that heal, words that build, words that carry fire. You will speak and see chains break, not because of who you are, but because of who speaks through you. This season is not punishment, it is purification. I am refining you like gold, separating what is eternal from what is temporary. The people who walked away were not loss, they were clearance. I am clearing the stage for the next chapter. Those who truly carry love for you will stay. Those who carried hidden envy will fade. You will not have to push anyone away. I am doing it for you. I am protecting your future from the fingerprints of betrayal. Do not forward regret. Do not forward the pain of what you thought should have lasted. Every goodbye has a glory attached to it. I never subtract without multiplying. The empty spaces you see now will soon be filled with new strength, new allies, new beginnings. I am sending those who are not threatened by your light but strengthened by it. The ones coming will not compete, they will complete. You must understand, what looks like loss is often the sound of alignment. When I remove what doesn't match your next level, I am not reducing you, I am refining you. The plot against you depended on your connection to the wrong frequency. By cutting those ties, I have cut the line that fed their plans. That is why silence has surrounded you. That is why it feels lonely. But solitude with me is never empty, it is sacred space, child. When you choose not to forward what hurts, you make room for what heals. Your refusal to spread their fire makes you a keeper of peace. The world may not understand this kind of warfare, but heaven celebrates it. For peace in the midst of provocation is power beyond measure. There are angels stationed around you right now, marking your boundaries. They have been commanded to let no spiritual harm pass through. You are surrounded, not by fear, but by fire, my holy fire that consumes every lie. Do you not feel it? That weight leaving your chest as you read these words? That is me lifting the false burdens others placed upon you. You no longer have to carry their opinions. You no longer have to prove your worth. You no longer have to explain yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. I am the one who called you. I am the one who sees your heart. And I am the one who declares the plot doomed. Even now, the very thing they built to trap you is becoming the stage for your testimony. The script they wrote has been rewritten in heaven. Every line that cursed you now speaks blessing. Every prediction of failure now reads success. Do not forward the fear of the unknown. The future is not your enemy, it is your unveiling. What you cannot yet see, I am already perfecting. You are not behind schedule, you are right on time. Every delay was protection. Every detour was direction. Every no was a redirection toward something greater. You are walking a divine timeline that does not bend to human interference. I am the God who finishes what I start. The same power that began this work in you will see it through. I will not leave you halfway built. I am constructing your destiny piece by piece, with patience and precision. What you call slow, I call steady. What you call waiting, I call weaving. For I am weaving threads of purpose through seasons that seem unrelated, but soon you will see the full pattern, and it will make you weep with gratitude. Do not forward comparison. It poisons purpose. What I am building in you is unique. You were never meant to fit their pattern. You were meant to set one. Let others rush, you will rise. Let others copy, you will create. Let others panic, you will prosper. Your path may be quiet now, but it leads to a sound the world will not be able to ignore. I am not a God of almost. I am a God of completion. And because I have declared the plot doomed, you will not just escape, you will excel. You will not just survive, you will stand. You will not just move on, you will move up. Every night spent crying will translate into a morning filled with miracles. Every wound will birth wisdom. Every closed door will become an open gate. You are stepping into a time when what once chased you will now serve you. The very situation that threatened your peace will now testify to your power. Do not forward the narrative of defeat. Stop agreeing with what I already ended. Speak victory over yourself. Speak peace into your atmosphere. Speak abundance where lack once spoke. Your words carry more authority than you realize, because they echo the breath of the one who created worlds with a whisper. I am teaching you to create through faith, not through fear. The enemy creates panic, I create purpose. When you align your words with mine, you become unstoppable. Say only what heaven would say about you. Speak as though you already stand in the outcome I promised, because in my timeline, you do. The plot has expired. It is lifeless, powerless, and irrelevant. The enemy's time has ended. Now begins your unveiling. I am calling you out of the ashes, out of the silence, out of the misunderstanding. I am lifting you higher, not to boast, but to bear fruit. Your victory will not be loud in words, it will be loud in evidence. Do not forward the memory of who you were, forward the revelation of who you are becoming. You are not the same as you were before the storm. You are wiser, stronger, quieter, bolder. You have learned to move in grace, not reaction. You have learned that not every battle requires a blade, some require belief, and believe me, child, your belief has shaken hell more than your words ever could. When you chose not to forward their message, heaven forwarded mine. Every time you resisted the urge to retaliate, I moved on your behalf. Every time you turned pain into prayer, you rewrote your story. You have no idea how many victories have been won in silence. You are walking proof that peace is power. You are the evidence that light outlives darkness. You are the living declaration that no plot, no person, no plan can stand against the decree of God. The storm was not sent to break you, it was sent to reveal what cannot be broken. You are my message to the world, living, breathing, unshakable proof that what I bless, no one can curse. And so I say again, child, do not forward, this plot is already doomed.